Hello. It's been a hot minute. It's actually been like, I don't know how many months it's been since I've made a video. It's been a while. I'm not really doing like a tutorial today. I'm just talking. She's being such a brat right now. It's ridiculous. Come here. Come up here. Oh, there we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, so, you know, like, subscribe, share it with your grandma, you know, whoever. Yeah, hopefully I'll get better at freaking making videos because it's been a hot minute. Okay, let's freaking get started. I'm literally not even doing anything today. I'm just going to dinner after this, so I don't even know what I'm doing. So, let's start with one of these questions, shall we? What do my tattoos mean? Sleeve. I have, and people always ask me to see them, and I'm realizing I never post pictures with my sleeve showing. So I just had to tell people, like, go to this on my Instagram and watch this, because there's pictures of them in this. So yeah, so I have roses on one of my, or starting at the bottom of my sleeve, I have roses, and then on the top of my arm I have a mirror with like a strand of hair and shears, obviously because I'm a hairstylist. And then kind of like on the back of my arm I have an old perfume bottle because it looked cool, and lipstick because it looks cool. And then on the inside of my arm, like in like towards my armpit, I have a whole pinup girl. She's probably the one I get questions about a lot. People are always like, oh my gosh, who is that? It kind of looks like Marilyn Monroe. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I literally have no idea who it is. I don't know. I just told my tattoo artist that's what I wanted, was like a pinup. I didn't care who who it was, what she looked like. Didn't care. So he picked something or someone. I don't know. But she's cute. And so yeah. And then I always get people like, so you have just like a random girl on your arm? Yes, I do. On my other arm, I have a mandala, and then I have my mom's handwriting right here. I guess I can just show it right here, that says I love you to the moon and back in her handwriting. So yeah, and then let's see, I have these two. I used to be a queen of an Italian festival, hence the crown. And then my other one is a unilum. I think that's how you say it. Don't come at me if I didn't say that right. Then I have a cross, because, you know, Jesus. And then this one. This one I got when I turned 21, so I've had it for, it'll be 2 years in July that I've had it. I didn't think that, like, I know hand tattoos don't last a while, but this one really didn't last a long time. So it, like I said, it means out of nothing comes nothing. So you can just, yeah, whatever. And then my last one that I have, which was actually the first one that I've ever got, is on the back of my neck. And my mom and I have matching tattoos, and it's 2 hearts, and it makes an infinity sign, like for infinite love. So that's it. Okay, let's see what this next question is. Talk about what you've been up to since your breakup. Well, why don't we just strap in? What have I been up to? What have I been up to? A lot of people know that my ex and I broke up in January of last year. So it's been over a year, which is great. Not like, let me rephrase that. It's been great because you know, I feel like when you are going through a breakup, like, you hit that point where you almost don't know if you're ever going to see the other side of it. So now that I've been on the other side of it, it's been a year, it's great because time doesn't heal everything, but it definitely helps with a lot. So you know, I guess that's the great part of it. Let's see, so it is now February. January, I started an internship with my church. So I'm an intern, and Lucy, stop. She's like rolling on the ground, like moaning and like wanting attention. So basically, this internship, I'm also taking Bible college courses, which is super awesome. It's great. I'm learning a lot. It's great personal growth. And just at this point in my life, I'm just doing everything I can to better myself, and also just to get out there and help people, because I remember when I thought that the impossible was always going to be the impossible, but you know, with being saved, you know, by Christ, and finding my faith and getting so involved in my church, I've quickly realized that, like, with Jesus in my life, what I thought was impossible is actually possible. Again, just kind of like what I said about it already being a year since I have been out of that breakup. You know, it was super hard at times, but honestly, I don't think that I would be where I'm at today if it wasn't for Jesus. Like, and I 110% believe that. So yeah, I think just with being in this program through my church, it's definitely, I'm using it as kind of another way to help, I guess, get out there and just help empower women. My biggest thing is I want to get into women's ministry. You know, I had such an amazing support group behind me, helping me throughout my breakup and even through the relationship, and just other stuff here and there, not necessarily just that, but it's, without them, I don't know that I would even be alive or here, so, or where I'm at today, you know. So I really want to be a cheerleader for other women that may not have that yet. I haven't always been a great person, which, you know, I guess we all start somewhere. So I've definitely done a lot of self-reflecting, and you know, that's just my thing now, is I just want to help women and be their cheerleader and be there for them. And so yeah, so that's kind of like what I've really been up to. That and work, you know. I'm a mom now to Lucy. Great. Let's move on to the next question. This person said, I also think it would be cool to talk more in depth about steps you took to better yourself after the breakup, and in what ways you have grown. So, Lucy, before I answer that question, so I had a very lovely person reach out to me and ask if I would try some freaking eyelashes, and I will always try eyelashes. So these are red aspen eyelashes, and I'm super pumped to try these. I think I'm gonna go with the more subtle ones. If you can see these, those are so pretty. So these ones are called Joy. So talk about what steps I took to better myself after the breakup. Really, I had to cut myself off from all contact with my ex. I didn't hate him, which I think is a huge thing that people that are going through a breakup need to kind of think about. Of course, like, you are mad after coming out of a breakup. Like, obviously, like, it's not fun. It sucks. I think just reminding yourself, like, hate is such a strong word. No matter what that they've done to you, if you can't forgive, no matter what they've done, and like, my ex and I, we've done a lot to each other, but I had to learn to forgive him, because if I didn't, it was just weighing me down. It was making my life worse. I was miserable. You have to forgive people, you know, like you still have to just in your heart forgive, not necessarily forget, but just like forgive and like move on, you know. Otherwise it's gonna be resentment. Like you're just gonna hold resentment. It's just, you're gonna be angry all the time, which I totally was, and I had to forgive him. And I just got super involved in church. You know, I took out everything that was negative in my life, and I had to fill it with something positive. And I believe that if you don't do that, I believe if you don't do that, you're not setting yourself up for success. You're just going to continue to set yourself up to go on a downward slope, because, you know, you have the decision in that moment to either build yourself back up or kind of just like ride like this flat line of just like being miserable and just taking it out on negative things and like not helping yourself, and cause you to potentially go on a downward slope. And you know, life is too short to do that. You shouldn't, I say this now, but you shouldn't ever have to let somebody else's actions or words or even them just affect you as much as like we let them, you know. Like obviously I say that now coming out of that, but and before I wouldn't have been able to say that, but it's so true. You know, you have to live life for yourself, because we're not promised tomorrow, you know. And I think that's another thing that I had to start reminding myself, is we aren't promised the next day or the next day. We aren't promised anything. So hold on, Lucy is eating her freaking leash. Don't think that I would be this far in my life and, you know, conquering the things that I am today if it wasn't for Jesus, if it wasn't for my church, if it wasn't for my community. Again, you can either help yourself or just kind of ride that pity train, and I know that that's like super harsh, but you have to either pick yourself up and move on or flatline, but don't expect anybody to be there when you have that pity party. Again, that's really harsh, but sometimes, like, I know for me, I needed people to tell me that. Otherwise I would sit there and I would sulk. The biggest thing that somebody, or the biggest like piece of advice that I was ever given and that I always think about and it sticks with me so freaking much, is when I go through something, I'm allowed to have a pity party for 24 hours. I will let myself complain, cry, scream, whatever, blah, 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 be miserable. Lucy, what are you doing? Freaking be angry, sad, mad, whatever about it. But once that 24 hours is done, pick yourself up and move on, because life doesn't stop. So far, I freaking love these eyelashes. What are you eating? This is what she had. Shh, be quiet, baby. Be quiet, baby. Loose. Okay, are you open to dating or still doing primarily self-growth? I am, you know, I'm not dating a specific person. I'm going out on dates. I am dating. I have gone on a few dates. It's been great. But I am still doing a lot of self-growth. Well, I am done. I'm ready for dinner. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry and I've been craving Chinese food, so I'm ready. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a hot minute since I have made a video. Hopefully I get better at it. I don't know if the people like the video. Do the people, whoa, do you see this? Hello. Peace and blessings. I get her to say goodbye. Come here. I give up. All right, that's it. I gotta go.